From the station that's on your side, this is Channel 7 News Good Morning Arkansas.
And coming up, Alan Huddleston with Bank of Little Rock Mortgage is here to tell us more about the new Home Ready Mortgage program.
Yeah, and how it can be beneficial to you.
After the break, we'll learn more about Home Ready Mortgage and find out if it's the right fit for you. Please stay with us.
All right, welcome back, everybody. The time now is 9:22 on our Friday edition of Channel 7 Daybreak. Alan Huddleston of the Bank of Little Rock Mortgage is here telling us more about the new Home Ready Mortgage and how it can benefit millennials. So even if you're not a millennial and you maybe have kids that are or grandkids, listen up because this is a great opportunity. And Alan, thanks for coming in and explaining
Absolutely.
this.
Thanks for having me.
It's a program I wish I knew about when I bought my first house.
Absolutely.
First-time home buyers, millennials think a lot of times, how am I going to afford? What's the big thing you probably hear about? Down payment, right?
That's right. That's right.
This is something that is helping curb that fear a little bit.
Absolutely.
How's it work?
Absolutely. So Fannie Mae wanted to design a loan that targeted the millennials. We call them millennials. I mean, really, it's an age group anywhere 18 to 35. But that's a large group of potential home buyers who are still renting. So they wanted to come out and come up with a loan program that would really add some incentives and some benefits to kind of get them off the fence and get them into home ownership. So it comes with a low down payment, but also some additional incentives on top of that to really kind of pull these buyers into the market.
And one of those incentives, PMI, lower PMI.
Absolutely.
That's what you always hear, right? If you don't put 20% down, you got the PMI, which over time can rack up. So what's the reduction here?
Absolutely. So the PMI, the reduction in the PMI is absolutely a benefit. So the low down payment, there are other loan programs that offer a low down payment. So in addition to that, you've got the lower PMI, and you also have lower interest rates with the Home Ready program. So, you know, you add all that up. You add up the lower rates, you add up the lower PMI, and you take the low down payment, and it really should drive some of these buyers that just don't have a lot of cash and really want to keep that monthly mortgage payment down as much as they can.
As little down as 3%. And,
yes.
You know, you look at the graphic, millennials, 36% of home buyers are in that age group, the largest.
That's right. That's correct.
Of our entire country, which is incredible to think about. That's where we're at these days.
Absolutely.
So 3% down.
Yes.
Why did they think it's so important? Is it just because the large group, or is it just not enough for are there not enough buying right now?
Well, absolutely.
In terms of millennials?
They're looking at those, you know, the percentages that are renting right now. And so they've looked at surveys. Some of the real estate websites, Trulia, have done surveys, and they've asked this group of buyers, you know, what is it? What's holding you back?
Sure.
And the answer they got time and time again was the down payment. So Fannie Mae said, you know what, we already have some low down payment programs. Let's go a little bit further. Let's also offer the low down payment, but let's add lower PMI, lower interest rate. Let's add something to really get them off the fence, because right now they're not.
Yeah.
So that's where they came from with this, and that's how they're pushing it.
Another thing too, not just folks who are renting, folks who are moving back in with their parents after school, the largest number ever, and that continues to grow to try to save money for those perceived big down payments. So this is an opportunity that maybe they can get their own house a little bit earlier.
Absolutely.
Okay. How about qualifications for this? I'm sure there are certain things other than being within that age group. What are they?
Right. Absolutely. So the qualifications are similar to other loan programs. This program is really geared more towards a buyer that has average to good credit. It's really not a program if the credit is poor. There are other programs that are better suited for that.
Okay.
So credit score is certainly important. 620 is kind of a minimum credit score, but typically you're going to see better pricing, lower interest rates, better PMI if you're in that 680 or above credit range. So if you fall in that, overall the approval should be there. And again, the terms will just improve as you go higher in that credit score range.
What about income limits?
Income limits, absolutely. So there are the potential for income limits with this program. It really depends on where the house is. So basically what they do is they've got different areas in a given city, and those areas are given kind of an average income. So if I'm buying a house in that area and I make more than what has been established for the income level there, then I might not qualify for this program. But the great thing that they do is they take certain areas, which may be lower income areas, they may be underserved markets, and they waive the income limit for those areas. So not only does that help the buyer, that really boosts some of these communities that need a little push.
Yeah, the area would definitely get a
Absolutely.
huge boost from that. Okay, how can people learn more about this? I'm sure this is something you have to ask about. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of detail involved with this program. So, you know, I always say you can visit our website, and that's great. This is one where I probably would call and actually talk to myself, talk to another loan officer in our office, so we can really kind of go through the details with you, or just set up an appointment and come in and we can meet in person, sit down. Let's make sure that you meet, you know, the criteria for this program. So absolutely, you can reach us at 501-219-9100. And again, if you do want to visit our website, there is some good information there at www.blrmortgage.com.
Okay, you can follow them on social media too. And rates right now, how are we looking? Overall,
you know, overall rates are still low.
Okay.
They kind of started ticking up a little bit.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and they did. But now they're kind of dipping back. We're seeing a lot of volatility in the stock market.
Sure.
And anytime you have that, you can kind of see rates kind of inch back down a little bit. So it's a great sign. Hopefully they'll stay down there.
Okay. Yeah. Certainly hope for all the buyers out there they stay down there.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming in, Alan.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
you explaining all this to us.
No
We
problem.
really do.
I appreciate it.